Hi, this is Sonia Doucette. In this video, I'll show you how to determine when a precipitate will form. The problem says that barium nitrate reacts with calcium hydroxide. Will a precipitate form? So the first thing you need to do is write the equation. So first write the two reactants. You have the names of those, so you can determine the chemical formulas from the names. So barium nitrate, barium has a 2+ charge as a cation on its own. So the nitrate with a -1 charge will have a subscript of 2. You're in solution form, so the subscript will be aqueous. Calcium hydroxide, same idea. Calcium cation has a charge of 2+. Hydroxide has a charge of -1, so you'll have a subscript of 2 to denote 2 hydroxides. And then you'll have an aqueous subscript as well because it's a solution. So the next thing you want to do is switch places with the ions, essentially. This is called a double displacement reaction. And it's a specific type of reaction that occurs especially when we're dealing with precipitation chemistry in solution. So the barium is now going to bond with the hydroxide, and the nitrate is going to bond with the calcium. So they switch places in a double displacement reaction. So what you'll be left with for the products are barium hydroxide plus calcium nitrate. So you don't know the subscripts of those yet, because what you need to do is look at your solubility rules to determine whether or not a precipitate will form. If a precipitate forms, then you're going to have a subscript for denoting a solid. If a precipitate does not form, your subscript will still be aqueous because everything will still be in solution. So if you look at your solubility rules, we'll look at each element in turn here. Barium, there's nothing about barium in particular, so we'll ignore that one for now. Hydroxide, under the compounds containing ions being insoluble, under that section of your solubility rules, you'll find that the hydroxide ion is typically insoluble except when you have hydroxides of calcium, strontium, and barium. In that case, they are soluble. So you have a hydroxide of barium in this case. So you can confidently say you'll have an aqueous subscript there because you won't get precipitation. Barium hydroxide is soluble. And then you can look at your calcium nitrate. So just like with barium, there's nothing specific directly about calcium. So then you can look at nitrate. And under the compounds containing ions that are soluble category of the solubility rules, you'll find that nitrate is always going to be soluble when it's paired with anything. So calcium nitrate then, as a whole, is also going to be soluble. So the answer to this question is no. A precipitate will not form because both of the products of this reaction are soluble.